It's showtime, freaks!
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
In a world where wokeness seems to control every narrative, a world where the average Joe is expected to apologize for just being a guy, comes a show where testosterone reigns supreme, where manliness knows no bounds. Prepare yourselves for a podcast unlike any other. TJ Michaels and John Stacy invite you on a roller coaster ride of machismo on the Alpha Men Podcast. Meet TJ Michaels, whose ideas are as wild as his bushy goatee, and John Stacy, whose confidence is as big as his biceps. They love and respect the women in their lives, but here they're on a quest to celebrate the essence of manhood. The Alpha Men tackle the big questions like, is it acceptable to cry during an action movie? Can a man survive on jerky alone for a week? And if a man builds a DIY project and doesn't post about it on social media, did it really happen? These dudes leave no stone unturned. Get ready for a podcast that's part comedy, part camaraderie, and all things manly. The ladies have their view, but these guys have their brew. The Alpha Men Podcast is presented by
Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook.
For incredible card breaks and more, go to OHANA Sports Cards on Facebook. By Garage Door Commander, online at garagedoorcommander.com. Produced by TJ Michaels Creative, narrated by Jamie Dennis, and dedicated to Hendrik the Viking Poulsen. 2024, all rights reserved. The Alpha Men Podcast is rated M for maximum manliness. Here are your hosts, live from the granite capital of the world, Barrie, Vermont, TJ Michaels. And he, from the heart of NASCAR country, Trinity, North Carolina, John Stacy. This is the Alpha Men Podcast.
Welcome in, welcome in. A little bit of a late start tonight, but that's okay.
What?
I don't know what's going on. We're going to get this thing going.
You stopped. I'm like, well, what's wrong?
There we go. All righty. There we are.
We've been up.
Okay. All righty. I got stuff playing in my head from all over the place. I don't know what's going on here. Welcome, you sick, twisted freaks, to the Alpha Men Podcast, Season 3, Episode 11 from the granite capital of the world. My name is TJ Michaels, my partner in crime. From Trinity, North Carolina is John Stacy. We like to call him Baby Huey. And before we get the show started this weekend, an admission where I may be giving up partially a piece of my man card. And I understand there's a story at your house where the same is true, but this weekend, my wife talked me into going to a craft fair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And can I just say, wow, that was a great time. Wow.
My wife went. I didn't go. She asked me. I didn't go.
In fact, when we were done, I'm like, hey, is there another craft fair around that maybe we can take in 2 today? This is fantastic. I've never seen so many pieces of crap in my life. You know, I'm just like looking at it going, who buys this stuff? But anyway, people do.
So let me guess, you got some new ornaments on your tree now?
Yeah. Yeah, and some barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I wasn't leaving without something. We get some hot and spicy homemade Vermont barbecue sauce. But
nice.
Nonetheless, I understand over at the Stacy household this weekend, the pressure was building and mounting, and you got one upped by the wife. Is that what I understand?
Kind of. I wasn't a hill I wanted to die on, so I just said screw it. And she asked about the tree, and I said, if you want to put it up, go put it up. And she was shocked because I always fight it, but I said screw it.
You know the reason it snows in November is because people decorate for Christmas too early.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why that happens.
So I walk out in the living room, and it looks like Santa puked in my house, and now pine tree.
It's too early.
We have a
Emily,
feed that smells like a pine
it's
tree.
too early, Emily. Just saying. Yeah. Yesterday was Veterans Day. To all who served, just quickly, we've been celebrating it for over 100 years now, and happy Veterans Day to those who served. And originally Armistice Day, 1919,
Yep.
the first anniversary of the end of World War One, and 1938 it became a federal holiday. They changed it to Veterans Day in 1954. If you're a vet, thank you so much for your service. And thank you to our presenting sponsor, Ohana Sports Cards, on Facebook for incredible card breaks, sports memorabilia, and so much more. It's Ohana. Ohana means family, and that's how they treat you over there at Ohana Sports Cards. Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook. Do us a favor. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button, share this podcast. We're growing a community, and we want you to be a part of it, and it really does help us grow the show. Do us a favor as well. Join us tonight in the Man Cave of Podcasts. This, my friend, is the Alpha Men Podcast.
And now, Mansplaining the News.
This was really tough this week. Not much really happened this week. I mean, it was, there wasn't a lot going on.
No, I didn't think there was much happening.
Good evening. Here's what happened this week. Kamala Harris failed to win any of the swing states in the blue wall. Biggest collapse this year from someone not playing defense for the Yankees.
Oh, poor Aaron. Oh.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump has been reelected as the 47th president of the United States. That is one way to get Kamala to stop laughing.
Facts.
MAGAs are overjoyed, but not nearly as much as Joe Biden.
I knew that was coming.
By the way, I don't know if you heard about this. Liberal women going on sex strikes. They call it the 4B plan or something like that.
So they're married?
To punish men who voted for Trump. So at least they're turning something blue.
Oh, Lord. Nice.
President Biden says he wants the nation to bring down the temperature because, like every other old man, he's constantly worried about the thermostat. It's the deal.
That's good. So I was sitting here thinking, you look up, you bring all these pictures. You send these pictures to me.
Yeah,
I know you had to Google blue balls.
I did. Yeah. Yeah. Here's the deal: if I ever get in trouble for anything, and the FBI comes to my house and starts looking at my computer, I'm going to get the chair. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Just because of the stupid pictures I got to find for this show. Meanwhile, George Clooney is facing criticism for pressuring President Biden to step down. Turns out Clooney makes a worse political advisor than he does Batman.
So true.
Elon Musk says he's going to cut $2 trillion in spending as a member of the Trump administration. Even cooler, he's going to do it with RFK Jr.'s chainsaw.
Nice.
Tim Walz returned to Minnesota this week, addressed his supporters. It was a capacity crowd of, it was just him and his wife and 2 children, basically. That was it. The heir to the Levi's jeans fortune won the San Francisco's mayor's race this week in politics, which is appropriate since we all know that city could use some acid washing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, it's not really surprising that he won. It's in his jeans, right?
Yeah, that was
cheap. That was cheap.
I saw that coming.
Yeah, Starbucks has unveiled their 2024 holiday menu. It is the first time since Election Day that liberal white women have smiled.
Fair.
Meanwhile, Florida failed to pass legalized weed. There were plenty of supporters, but they're now just realizing that they forgot to vote. So it didn't quite work out. New York has legalized jaywalking in the city. That was a part of their election things you could vote on in New York. They legalized jaywalking because there's no point in waiting for a walk light when somebody's trying to stab you.
Yeah,
I don't-
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Experts say Ozempic treats drug abuse.
Hmm.
So to recap, you need a drug to beat a drug addiction. That is very well played, pharmaceutical industry. Very,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
well played.
Any money in their pocket.
A sexually transmitted fungal infection is spreading across the U.S. Okay, it's spreading across Charlie Sheen, but he lives in the U.S. Popeyes says they're going to offer Cajun-style turkey dinners this Thanksgiving. It's a great way to tell your family, I don't love you enough to cook.
Yeah. Here we go. Popeyes. They put napkins in the bag?
I don't know. A new satellite imagery technique allows scientists to see plastics on beaches from space, which means poor Madonna will never be able to sunbathe in privacy. That's pretty much.
They can see plastic on the. Oh God, she's so scary looking.
Isn't she like she looks like what the heck's that horror movie with the guy on the tricycle with the red things on his face? Can't think of it now. Anyway, it'll come to me in about 10 minutes. Comment if you know. But in any case, about 1 in 5 children, according to a new survey, say scald burns. 1 in 5 children, about 1 in 5 children, scald burns are caused by hot soup or ramen, according to new research. While 4 out of 5 childhood burns are caused by really well crafted Yo Mama jokes.
That's Yo Mama.
No, that is the next. Nope, go back.
Oh, I can't. There we go. There's nothing there. It's Madonna, then Yo Mama.
Yeah. I must have skipped that one. Probably should have skipped the joke too. In any case, studies show that women with big butts more likely to live longer, and men who like women with big butts more likely to not lie.
That is a fact.
There you go. Menendez brothers could be out of prison by December, according to a story in the news this week. Just in time to bust out those Christmas sweaters, right?
Oh, man. That's harsh.
New study shows having fewer friends could be better for your health. So, by that logic, Diddy is now the healthiest person in American history.
Oh.
In showbiz news, the ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz up for auction.
Did those go missing a long time ago?
Yep, they were missing, and somebody stole them. Couldn't find them forever. They did find them. Now they're up for auction. You can bid for them on eGay.
E-gay?
Yeah, eGay.
It's loading. Oh, eGay. I thought you said it wrong. I was like, what the hell is he saying?
Taylor Swift blew off the last rally for Kamala Harris on Monday.
Yeah.
That's in entertainment news. In her defense, you try finding a sitter for 9,000 cats. Just doesn't. Yeah.
Jesus.
Daniel Craig says he doesn't care who the next James Bond is, since it requires a white man with a license to kill. I recommend this guy.
Alec Baldwin.
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon doing another movie together. They remain the most popular pair in Hollywood, besides Sydney Sweeney.
Facts.
Kevin Bacon, he's making a new movie with his kids. During breaks in filming, they will fill time by playing No Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
No degrees.
And finally, 91-year-old Willie Nelson says he's not worried about dying, though given his marijuana intake, he's not really worried about anything, really. It's just
that is so true.
That's it. That's Mansplaining the News tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Beer's on tap, and sometimes we drink stuff we're not proud of.
All right, I'm going to the Evil Knievel beer fridge. And this week I am pulling out, established in 1759, Guinness Extra Stout, 5.6% alcohol per volume. In the
Saw.
big man can. Saw. You got it. That's it.
I'm over here Googling killer movies. Like, wait, it's Saw.
That is it. Yeah.
Rides a tricycle.
Yeah.
So you got the Guinness.
What are you drinking?
I'm going with, we got a variety pack, and last time I did the raspberry. Now I'm doing the Jack Daniel's original hard tea.
Okay.
I love the raspberry, so let's see how the hard tea goes.
Can you believe that Guinness started making beer in 1759?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Is that the oldest beer in the world? No, because beer's been around for...
Can't be. Can't be.
This right here is... I love the raspberry better. Much better, but... This... It tastes like a regular hard tea like anybody else, like twisted tea and everything else. So
see, that's the thing. That's the thing with all of those teas. I mean, you got twisted tea is the OG. You got Dunkin' tea. You got Arizona tea. You got all of them kind of. Although people do tell me that twisted tea gives them heartburn.
Yes, same.
And I do have people tell me that they kind of like the Arizona tea, certain flavors of the Arizona tea a little bit better than twisted tea. I don't know. I mean,
that's not bad. I mean, I'm a Jack Daniel's guy, so I'm going to score high anyways, but I'm going to give it 3.5 just because it's Jack.
Well, this is a stout. So it's not an IPA. It's not, a wheat ale.
So you taste that one.
Right. And this is really, I normally don't drink Guinness unless it's like St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
It's very bold, a little bit of bitterness to it, a little bit of sweetness to it too. I like this. I wouldn't drink this every day. Couldn't drink this every day. But for once in a while, hey, let's try something different and have a treat.
Yeah.
It's good. I'll give this a 4. But it definitely is not, hey, buy a 30 rack and let's have 16 of them. You know what I mean?
Guinness is tough. I mean, Guinness is not a bad beer. It's just
it's heavy.
It feels so heavy. Very heavy beer for me.
It's heavy. It's heavy. So there you have it. Guinness Extra Stout, 19.2 man can.
What'd you give it for a score?
4.
4. I'm gonna butt mine to a 4 because I mean this third sip, it's doable. But yeah, I'd buy the raspberry again. That shit was good for a girly drink. That was pretty damn smooth.
There you have it. He's drinking raspberry.
No, I'm drinking hard.
He's
hard.
He's drinking raspberry hard tea and letting his wife put the Christmas tree up early.
Pinky, don't.
Telling you what,
Mr. Craft Fair guy.
Wow, that craft fair was fun. Can we do another?
No.
That's Beers on Tap this week on the Alpha Men Podcast.
All right, so I couldn't find a meme that stuck out to me. I just couldn't find nothing for Darwin. I looked. I have the whole internet and nothing. I looked at least 150 pictures. I was like, no, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a little montage of video of some Darwin people. It's pretty funny. So it's a little like 30, 45 second video.
All right, go ahead, roll it.
In just under 10 days.
Oh!
William passer down there.
This one hurts. Oh, his face.
Right on his face.
There you go. Yeah, so I just put that together real quick for that because there was nothing. There's a lot of dumb people in this world, and I couldn't find nothing that really called for Darwin.
Nothing that makes me smile more than bodily harm.
So that's my thought. I was like, I started
Num-
watching those. I saw the guy snap himself in the neck, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm putting this up. So that's it for
That's your,
Darwin today.
that's your Darwin moments tonight on the Alpha Men podcast. It's time for another round of Here's Your Sign, the segment where we showcase the weirdest, wildest, downright dumbest signs from across the planet. From do not breathe underwater to warning this sign has sharp edges, we're bringing you the kind of wisdom you'd only find on a public notice. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the signs that make you say, who the hell approved this, right? Now, remember, if you do find a sign that is just too strange, share it with us. You can send it our way on our social media site at Alpha Men Podcast. And who knows, your sign may make it on the next Here's Your Sign. Number one, truth in advertising.
Our subs are 6 inches,
Just-
even when it's cold outside. That's facts.
All right. Number two is a prayer for the future.
25 years ago, we had Johnny Cash, Bob Hope, and Steve Jobs. Now, no Cash, Hope, or Jobs. Please, God, don't let Kevin Bacon die. That's so true.
Here's your sign. Number three, rules for baby Huey printed right on the door.
All you can eat buffet, not me. I love how they put it in Chinese. Not mean all day buffet. Come, stay here. You eat, you go home. And you have to say that in Chinese.
You do
Or
have to say
Chinese
it.
accent.
Yeah. All you can eat buffet. No mean stay here all day. Come stay and eat. You eat, you go home. There you go. That's better. Number four, in memory of an asshole.
Memory of Roger Buckleby, who hated this park and everyone in it. I want that. That's what I want on my headstone.
It's on a park bench in a city hall park. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Number five, read the ultra fine print.
Oh, I can't read that. Too old. Hold on. I'm zooming in. We're old. It says free belly rubs with exams, sorry pets only, and Jason
Momoa.
That's creepy.
All right. Number six.
We just showed our age there.
ADHD affects one in.
Nope.
I'm sorry. What was I saying?
Don't drive the squirrel. Yeah.
Number seven. And the sign says your lunch.
Meanwhile, in Florida, the alligators have developed the sign making skills. And what does it say? Hikers and bikers move to the side of the road when a vehicle approaches. Yeah, full of alligators.
Number eight, just telling it like it is.
Man, these are small. My eyes are getting bad. There's no reason to tailgate me when I'm doing 50 and 35, and those flashing lights at the top of your car would look ridiculous. Yeah, try to see how long it lasts for you.
Number nine, ladies, again, always check the fine print.
I can't. Not suitable for flying. It's a broom. Wow.
Number 10, pretty sure this is an omen. I'd be canceling my flight.
Yeah. What the hell? Did they release that?
Yeah, I'm sure it was after a storm or something like that. But if you were flying out on that airline on that day,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
you'd be like, yeah, I'm going home.
Yeah, it's a cutout. I see it, and okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Where are we? Number 10. Number 11. Not comfortable with the proximity here. Just saying.
Cremation Society of Illinois, Jets Pizza. Oh, that's gross.
And finally, I see London, I see France.
I see.
I don't know what that one is. Next.
That's all there is there.
All right.
Oh
Then,
wait, no. I see
there you go.
underpants.
There you go.
How'd I
I
get in there?
Someone has a sense of humor.
That's
I don't know what that other one was. That's here. Go ahead.
from the news.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah.
That's Here's Your Sign this week on the Alpha Men podcast.
Alpha Men Podcast is proudly sponsored by Ohana Sports Cards, where you will find awesome card breaks from baseball, football, racing, basketball, and much more. They will treat you like family at Ohana Sports Cards. You can find them on Facebook for all your sports card breaks, card consignments, and even grading sports card service. Check them out on Facebook at Ohana Sports Cards.
We present the case. You deliver the verdict. This is Man Court. All rise. The sometimes Honorable T.J. Michaels presiding.
Plug my headphones. There's my change here. Hold on.
It was funny to watch him scramble.
There we go.
Took you 17 seconds.
Really?
You lean back, take a sip of your beer, and I'm like, change. You're like, you look at me, I'm like, change.
All right. I think I'm ready now.
I hope so.
Welcome back to Man Court. And this week we've got another case for you. Sometimes Honorable T.J. Michaels. Beside me, our ever vigilant bailiff, John Stacy. Baby Huey, as we call him. John's here to keep the order. If you got a problem that needs solving or just want to watch these shenanigans unfold, you can visit any of our social media pages and drop your Man Court dilemma in a DM. Let's dive into tonight's case. Docket number 241112. The case of the debatable dateable. Our plaintiff is Blake from Worcester, Mass.
Worcester.
And he writes, "Hey guys, it's Blake. Love the Alpha Men podcast. Wanted to ask for a little Man Court advice from you and the Freak Jury. By the way, by watching tonight, you are members of the Freak Jury. You can comment with your advice for Blake at any time. It'll pop up on the screen. Here's the situation. I'm single. I have a 5-year-old son who's hyperactive. I'm up at his school constantly with his teacher and principal working out what's best for him, and things are going well. My son's mom isn't involved with dealing with the school, and we split custody. I haven't really dated much in the last 2 years since we broke up, but I have definitely made a connection with my son's principal. Oh, boy. She's divorced, also has kids, so we have that in common. I can tell she's flirting with me. We sometimes talk on the phone longer than we need to and just chat about our lives. I don't know if it's against school policy for her to date one of the parents, so I'm not sure if I should ask her out. What do you think? Should I ask her out, or do you think she'd get fired for dating me? Blake in Worcester, Mass."
I mean, check with the policy, but I mean, I don't see a big issue to it. I mean, I don't know.
Well, Blake, thanks for bringing this to us, and we appreciate the Alpha Men podcast love. Freak Jury, what say you? If you've got comments, comment anytime now, and your comments will show up on the screen. Should Blake jump on his love train or keep the engine idle? And here's the deal. Blake's eyeing the principal. Little PTA and PDA situation brewing here.
Mm-hmm.
We can break it down real simple, like a carburetor, and really kind of see if it's going to rev up or sputter right out. Blake, here's the question, really. Are you ready for your son's next parent-teacher conference to be a dinner date with a bottle of Pinot Grigio? If the answer is yes, then it sounds like it could be a win, right?
Yeah.
But let's not go into this. Let's not cruise into this without checking the oil here. Hot for Teacher is a great Van Halen song, but I'm not sure it works in the real world all the time. All right. So, yeah, John, you were right. Check the policy, right? I mean,
bring it up to her and be like, hey, if it's going to be outside of the rules and regulations, obviously make a different decision here, but if there's
I mean,
if it's this gray area, go for it.
if you're worried about her job, good on you for thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Schools love rule books. Most of them are thicker than a T-bone steak. So if you find out dating a student's parent is a big no-no, quick check might save both your skins and keep you off the PTA's most wanted list. So that's number one. Number two, gauge if she's into Blake or she's just backing you up, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt that she's been helpful, but you might be mistaking kindness for flirtation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she just generally likes your son and wants to help. And if she's always calling and chatting after school hours, then for sure she might be into you. But if it's still school related, slow your roll, Romeo, right? Number three, the schoolyard shuffle. If you do take her out, under the radar at first, right? No candlelight dinner right in the middle of town. No picnic on the town square, right? Low key. In fact, I recommend going out of town, way out of town at first.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of the rumor mill, test the waters without risking that conference table reputation. All right.
Just take her to Applebee's outside of town.
And, finally, the kid card. Play it right. Remember, you got your son to think about here. If it goes south, you're still going to be seeing her. School drop off, line, the school play,
detention.
Yeah, make sure this is more than just a I haven't dated in 2 years jitter before you're all in. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I say go for it, Blake. If the policies line up, life's too short to let good things pass you by, but do it with caution. Yeah, I think that's the verdict tonight.
Yeah, I like it.
There you go. The case of the debatable dateable man court on the Alpha Men podcast. All righty. Well, Back to Pantry's coming up. It is all about neighbors helping neighbors this holiday season. We're doing it for the Central Vermont Salvation Army Emergency Food Shelf. Our 23rd annual Holiday Food and Funds Drive in Central Vermont, November 21st through the 23rd at Market 32 by Price Chopper on the Barry Montpelier Road in Berlin. We're going to attempt, partner, to fill another one of those 53-foot-long Bella Vance tractor trailers with canned goods and non-perishable food items. And also collect monetary donations. We'll have the Salvation Army Red Kettles. And we're going to be there live and around the clock starting November 21st until we fill it. So,
which is next week, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I fly up next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and Wednesday we set up, and then Thursday kick it off at 5 a.m.
Yeah, it's a big commitment each and every year, but it's kind of the way that we have over the past many years come to kind of usher in the holiday spirit personally. That's how I know the holidays are here, is when we're doing Pack the Pantry. And you know what? Everything stays right here. We go live and around the clock till we fill the truck for less fortunate Central Vermont families. And all helps the elderly, single mom and dads trying to get back on their feet, people who are stretched way too thin. And a lot of us are in that category these days. And so we're hoping you're going to get off your can, start collecting at work, at church, at school. You can send us an email to packthepantryvt@gmail.com, and we will send you what's called a collection kit. And in that collection kit, there's signage, there's information on how to make your collection successful. There is a letter that you can distribute to coworkers and friends and parishioners, all kinds of stuff. And we will email it right to you.
We also got the cornhole tournament that Friday night, the 22nd, up to the Canadian Club. Starts at 6, kickoff. The games actually start at 7, but 6 o'clock is signups. So 6:30 at the Canadian Club. And then also, I have raffle tickets here. We got a beautiful handbag, photo shoots, tattoo, car detailing, Christmas wreaths. What else we got? I'm missing stuff.
Thunder Road,
Thunder
season pass.
Road. Yeah, my NASCAR. Then I'm giving away 2 VIP garage passes to select races like New Hampshire and a few others.
Right.
That if you can make it to. So yeah, $1 piece ticket, and we'll see everybody there next week.
Yeah, we got to thank Bergamot and more, and also we've got a Founders Brewing Company snowboard to give away, all kinds of stuff. And you don't have to go to the raffle or go to the cornhole tournament to buy a raffle ticket. How do they get tickets?
Well, they can come up. Well, they come up to Pack the Pantry first.
Uh-huh.
I mean, on Wednesday or Well, actually, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can come get tickets. The raffle ends Friday night, but you can also buy them online through me. Message me on Facebook or email me at Pack the Pantry, et cetera, and I can get you tickets. I have the rolls right here. What I do is I take pictures of the tickets, and then I put them in the corresponding folders you want, and then we draw them Friday night.
All righty. By the way, if you're interested in playing cornhole, $25 per player. It is a blind draw, round robin, double elimination tournament. Payouts to the top 3 teams. There'll be food and beverages Friday night at the Canadian Club available, and that's going to be a good time. 3rd year that we've got the cornhole tournament and raffles. So.
Yeah, big thanks to Johnny for getting that together for me every year. He's been phenomenal, Johnny Racer.
So listen, we know the economy is really tough. We know that many are really struggling. But I want you to think about a couple of things. Inflation hurts the most vulnerable in our area harder than anyone. And so people who were struggling before the inflation stuff hit are in a full-blown crisis right now. Mm-hmm. And we've got all kinds of folks who are having to choose between food and heat and food and oil and food and medicine and food and rent and food and car payments. We do live in a very special place, this state we call Vermont, and we do take care of our own here, and we've proven that 23 years in a row. We're going to do it again. Need knows no season. Sharing is caring, and send us an email, packthepantryvt@gmail.com. We'll send you that collection kit, and next week, not too late to start collecting at work and all of that other stuff. So we'd love to see you. We'll kick it off Thursday morning, the 21st at 5 a.m. at Market 32 by Price Chopper on the Barry Montpelier Road, and we will see you there.
Gentlemen, start your engine. He's pressing him for the top spot.
He is out in the outside groove.
Some debris on the back straightaway.
Racing is done.
We have a new NASCAR champion.
I got a multiple. I got a list of them.
Right. Before we even get there, though, Bobby Allison passed away this week.
I was just going to say those words. I didn't actually get a picture of him up here. But yeah, Bobby Allison, he was a great guy. I've spent numerous times having conversations with him, even before my NASCAR days. And I actually had a picture of Bobby and I. It's on my phone. I don't know if I can see it or not. Hold on. But it's a picture of Bobby and I about 2012 in New Hampshire.
Yeah. I've met him a couple times.
He is a great guy. He has so many stories. And so the NASCAR community lost a great guy. But yeah, so the championship was this weekend. That means me and my fellow coworkers now get a vacation.
There you go.
Which means Thursday I have to leave for Conover to unload our truck. Then I get a vacation till January.
Yeah.
I get 2.5 months off.
Right. Well, but Daytona's right around the corner. I mean, it's.
Well, I realize Bowman Gray Stadium is 40 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes from here. And,
I want to come down for that.
It's tickets are already sold.
Yeah. I know somebody that works for NASCAR. I'll get in.
There's no infield passes for this race. But people have asked me. I'm like, we can't get them. They won't give them away. They're not allowed to because there's no infield.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna do the garages though. But so yeah, the championship started for the trucks. Ty took the championship. He's been dominant pretty much all season, so it was no surprise he pulled through and got that the old '98 truck. And then we went to Justin Allgaier took which it was great to see him do it. I mean, he has struggled all season. He's been good, but he hasn't been nailing it.
Sure.
So I was glad to see him pull this off. I mean, it was, you sit in the tower, or you sit in the garage with these guys, and you don't pick favorites. I mean, I don't have a favorite driver.
I don't anymore either.
So,
my guy's Mark Martin. He retired 10 years ago.
Yeah. So some guys, you get to know them. Like I know I've spent a lot of time talking to Justin here and there in the rainy days and a couple races. So when he's out there winning, inside you're like, yeah, go buddy, go. A little bit, but you mean in the end, if you lost, you lost. I don't. It's like football to me. I mean, football, I get into it, I get pissed. Like, I want to talk about my Cowboys. So, yeah. So I'm proud of him. And then we got Joey Logano for his third championship. He took the championship. I mean, the guy knows what he's doing in the playoffs. I can't battle for it. But Team Penske has won the last 4 championships? 3 or 4.
They got to change it up, buddy. And I listen. This is me talking. And I know you can't say things like this. So before I say what I'm going to say, I'm always going to preface it that Baby Huey didn't say this. John Stacy has no bearing on what I'm about to say. But we got this. Look, I get it. The championship, it's great. Chase for the championship is great. 10 races, But the guy who finished the regular season 15th in points just won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't feel
what you
right.
said earlier. What you said earlier.
I'm going to give you $1 million. I'm going to give you $1 million.
I don't disagree with it. What you're going to talk about now, I don't disagree of your format. If we can make it work, that'd be great.
Steve Phelps, if you're listening, okay. Here's my $1 million idea. You take the winner of the regular season point standings,
the champ,
right? You take before you go to the chase. Whoever is in the lead in points gets a guaranteed entry into the final championship race of the season. They're 1 of 5. Okay,
right.
And then run your chase for the championship, where you're eliminating down. But that guy who won the regular season point standings, he cannot be eliminated. He has a guaranteed shot at winning the championship. I think that balances it out. And
I like the concept of it. Now, let me say this on a retrospect of it, or not retrospect, but side of it. He's guaranteed a spot in the final 4, final 5.
Mm-hmm.
If each round he consistently has top 10 finish, some got to be some criteria. Because what if for those 16 rounds, those last rounds, he's getting 30th every race.
I don't care if he DNFs in one of them. He won the points championship in the regular season.
Yeah, there should be a little criteria. Yeah, if you DNF, you have to get a top 5. If you et cetera. So I mean, I don't disagree with your concept of it. I really don't. I think it's fair. I mean, you worked your butt off to stay first.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans are looking for some balance between racing hard all season and the chase, you know, and this gives the championship at the end of the regular season more weight, and it gives people a reason to race for it and not just race to get into the chase.
Yeah.
And it rewards consistency, and it rewards wins. And I think that's the happy medium between the chase and the way that we used to do it back in the 90s, where, look, the television people are behind the chase. You know, NASCAR probably would have went on for years and years and years and years and not done the chase.
Yeah.
The television people are behind the chase. Okay. They're paying for it. They want it. I get it. And it does, to an extent, give NASCAR a championship season that it has never had. Everybody else does. We've got the Super Bowl. We've got the World Series. We've got the NBA playoffs and, all of that other stuff. And so the chase gives NASCAR a playoff segment of the season, which is great. But it can't be like the guy who finished 15th in points wins the championship, and the guy who won the season point standing is like nowhere to be found. I mean, there's got to be some sort of balance. He's got to have a chance at the end of the season to race for that championship.
Off topic. I was just thinking about next week, me flying and getting home.
Yeah.
You want to do the show Wednesday night in the camper?
We can.
It'll be a lot easier on me, and we'll be together.
Yep.
That was off topic. It just popped in my head as I was sitting here. So
wide angle lenses for Wednesday night.
Yeah. Hopefully I have good internet.
In any case, congratulations, Joey Logano,
Ty, and Justin.
And by the way, did Austin Dario win his? He was running for office up in Maine.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I'll switch it over to the next thing. I'll look it up.
Yeah. That's your race recap this week. Final one of the year.
Yep. Let's see. Last one of the year. We'll find something to fill this in with.
On the Alpha Men podcast.
Because we're all doomed, here are this week's signs of the coming apocalypse.
I have no clue what happened. Is it
stranger things have happened? I'm not worried about it.
Like it went from that screen to the racing screen, back to that screen to the racing screen, and I was like, "What the hell?"
I don't know. Signs of the coming apocalypse this week, where we dig the strangest, most bizarre stories that prove we're all on a one-way trip to the end of times. Yes, we're going to tell you about the weirdness that is out there, and you better believe we've got it here. Craziness this week. Since President-elect Trump completed the biggest ever political comeback in our nation's history, and that's a fact, there's a crap ton of folks who say, that's it, I'm leaving. And for all you Hollywood elites and gaslit fellow Americans, we have the answer for you tonight. You can now just sail away from your perceived madness. Apparently someone else had the idea, but except they took it literally.
Wow.
Villa V Residences has a skip forward cruise package where for the low price of $256,000, you can live on a cruise ship for the next 4 years. Skipping the Trump administration, hitting all 7 continents, dodging every traffic jam, tax season, and political debate until the next presidential election. It's like the Snowpiercer, but with endless shrimp cocktails and a whole lot less snow.
That's crazy.
If you're on a budget, there's the midterm 2-year option. But for that price, you might as well just, hide in a bunker, right? I mean, if you want to dodge America's drama for 4 years and can stomach the sea air, this apocalypse sign says bon voyage, right? But I got an idea. I really think we take all of the folks in Hollywood who said they wanted to ditch the country and rebrand it as the new Love Boat. Like a mix between Love Boat and Survivor. You know what I mean? Stick them all on, make a television show out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
So I got the update on Austin.
And make one of them come back and move next to the White House every week. I don't know. I think it will work.
So I got the update on Austin Terrio here.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Jared Golden has 193,740 votes, 49.94%. Austin Terrio, 193 014.
So he's within
40.
5,000.
He's within 636 votes.
Wow.
49.75. So based off a quick read,
Recount.
real quick, there are 1 week after the voters cast ballots, the Maine Secretary of State office will run a ranked choice runoff tabulation on Tuesday in the race for the closest in Maine's history.
Wow.
600. Yeah. So there does not include. So yeah, 632 votes. There's difference.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. They're gonna what's I don't know what that means. Tabulation.
They're gonna recount.
It's just a recount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna recount.
No. So what? So in the final. Okay. Yeah.
Are all the votes counted? Are all of the votes in?
So it says 98%, and then the article says the ranked choice tabulation will begin at 1 p.m. In Augusta. Those results do not include the 12,000 ballots with first choice left blank.
Okay.
So yeah.
Alrighty.
Wow, that's close for Austin.
By the way, good luck, Austin.
Yes.
If you want to take the Avoid Trump cruise, remember you still got to float. Still got to sail through the Trump flotilla. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there it is.
I saw one of those on Lake Norman. It was freaking awesome.
Sign number 2, Mattel's Wicked Dolls, or shall we say Wicked Dolls.
Wicked.
They got a little too wicked. Packaging mix-up has parents discovering their kids' dolls are promoting a website that's definitely not for the under 18 crowd. Instead of sending fans to wickedmovie.com to get hyped about the new Wicked musical movie, they're getting directed to the porn adult site wicked.com.
I'm looking it up right now.
Instead of songs and spells, little Johnny and Susie are stumbling upon, well, something a lot less family friendly. We'll just put it to you that way, right?
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. It is very unfriendly. I just looked it up.
Maybe Mattel was trying to keep things interesting for the wrong crowd. I don't know, but definitely a sign this week of the end times. And sign number 3, South Carolina is where you find monkeys on the loose this week.
40 still on loose.
A monkey jailbreak in South Carolina. 43 of them busted out of a bio research lab. And now the good folks of South Carolina are being told to keep their doors and windows locked. Apparently, they've got scientists scrambling, police setting food traps, and residents on high alert for a possible monkey sighting. And I don't know about you, but if rhesus macaques can escape a biolab, that's a major sign that we've gone full apocalyptic mode here, right? I mean,
that's how it starts. I mean, that's
43 monkeys on the loose in the neighborhood. It's kind of a Planet of the Apes moment, isn't it? I mean,
well, no, it's outbreak.
Yeah, that too.
So I just looked at it. I just put a tabloids up on it real quick. South Carolina lab recaptures 5 more escaped monkeys, but 13 are still at large. And then the second article, 5 more have escaped from a different batch from the same facility.
Keystone Cops handling this thing in South Carolina. This is crazy. That's this week's signs of the coming apocalypse on the Alpha Men podcast.
Let's play Are You Smarter Than Baby Huey?
Alrighty, you can help Baby Huey through the
what the hell is that? Woo.
I don't know. My screen is slow or something. I don't know what's going on.
I'm slow over here too. I don't know what the hell. It's laggy as hell.
You can help Baby Huey through Are You Smarter Than a Baby Huey? If you know the correct answer and you want to help him out, just comment, and we'll ship it right up on the screen and give him a hand. He does not have to phone a friend. He doesn't get to pull the audience, any of that stuff. But if you do answer the question for him, he can see it. So, 10 questions on the board. Baby Huey, are you ready?
Yep.
The name of what American state means meadowland? The name of what American state means meadowland? A, Tennessee. B, Kentucky. C, New Jersey?
Your correct answer would be New Jersey.
No, I'm sorry.
It is to New Jersey.
No, the Meadowlands Arena is in New Jersey, but the state of New Jersey does not mean Meadowland. The state of Kentucky means Meadowland. Believe it or not.
Ah, damn you. That's a tricky question.
Question number 2 in the Rockford Files. What was Jim Rockford's daily fee? $300 plus expenses, $150 plus expenses, $200 plus expenses.
I know this. I'm going to 200. 200.
That is correct. Correct.
Okay.
1 and 1.
Part of me kept saying 300, but I was like, no, it's something less than that.
Number 3. In which country is SkyTrain Rail Bridge located? The United States, Canada, or Australia? SkyTrain Rail Bridge. What country is that in? United States, Canada, or Australia?
That would be Canada A.
That is correct. 2 and 1. Question number 4. What horrible thing happens every 45 seconds in America? Is it a robbery, a car accident, or a house fire? What horrible thing happens every 45 seconds in America?
Man, those are all could be 45 seconds. Feels like a car would be. But fires happen like every. I'm going to go with fire. This is guess.
That is correct. Yeah.
It was either car or fire. One of the two.
There you go. Question 5. The Energizer Bunny wears what on his feet? The Energizer Bunny wears what on his feet? Is it sneakers, flip-flops, or boots?
I'm going to go with sneakers. It feels like he wears some like white high tops or something.
He wears flip-flops. Flip-flops.
That wasn't a choice.
I said sneakers, flip-flops, or boots.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I heard boots and sneakers.
Question number 6. Which planet is composed of an inner core, a mantle, and an outer crust? Is that Jupiter, Mars, or Earth?
That'd be Earth.
That is correct. Wow,
Yeah.
you're doing well this week.
I was like, we have an inner, we have a mantle, and we have an outer. So I'm like, well, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. 1 2 1 2. You're muted. It ain't showing muted on my screen either, so it's something on your computer itself. Still don't hear you. 1 2 1 2.
Got me now?
Yeah, I got you now.
All right. Back to the question. Actually,
Bruce
Lee. What was his first Hollywood produced film? Enter the Dragon, The Big Boss, or Fists of Fury?
Fist of Fury? I don't know.
No.
Nah.
Enter the Dragon. Enter the Dragon.
Truthfully, I don't know a lot about that guy, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Breakfast.
I know who he is. Go ahead.
Breakfast at Tiffany's is a famous film. But who wrote the book? Ernest Hemingway, F. Scott Fitzgerald, or Truman Capote?
I don't know. What are the names again?
Truman Capote,
I never
F.
heard of them.
Scott Fitzgerald,
Never heard
Ernest
of them.
Hemingway.
Ernest Hemingway.
Bzzz, no, it's Truman Capote.
Oh.
I bet you're fun at wine and cheese parties. Anyway. Number 9. In what part of your body would you find your coxa? I knew he was going to laugh. I just knew it. Is it a shoulder joint, a knee joint, or a hip joint? What part of your body would you find your coxa? Like Beavis and Butthead. Come on.
My cocksock?
Coxa. Hip joint, shoulder joint, knee joint.
Shoulder joint.
It is. No, it's a hip joint.
Cocksock, man. The next I get up, my cocksock's really killing me.
Final question this week. What herb did the Romans eat to prevent drunkenness? What herb did the Romans eat to prevent drunkenness? Basil, parsley, or mint?
Mint?
No, I'm sorry.
Damn. These hard questions.
It was parsley. Parsley is the herb that Romans ate.
You know how many times I've been drunk after eating Italian food?
In any case. There you go. That is Are You Smarter Than Baby Huey this week? I don't even know how many you got right. I lost track.
I got 4 right.
4 right, 6 wrong.
Yeah.
There you go. That's Are You Smarter Than Baby Huey on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Alpha Men Podcast is proudly sponsored by Ohana Sports Cards, where you will find awesome card breaks from baseball, football, racing, basketball, and much more. They will treat you like family at Ohana Sports Cards. You can find them on Facebook for all your sports card breaks, card consignments, and even grading sports card service. Check them out on Facebook at Ohana Sports Cards.
The Alpha Men on Sports, a segment we call Your Team Sucks.
Alrighty.
Yes, I know my team sucks, okay?
Hamstring injury will cause Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott to miss multiple weeks this season, which is odd because usually he doesn't go missing until the playoffs start. Cleveland Browns had a bye this weekend, which is why liquor sales.
Use that picture.
I did, yeah. Which is why liquor sales in Cleveland area dropped dramatically. By the way, the Browns fans said bye to their team 4 losses ago. Bye, in any ways. Speaking of Ohio, we do have to say so long to Charlie Hustle. This week, thousands of fans streamed into Great America Ballpark. Steady rain on Sunday. They trampled through it anyway. Pay respects to Pete Rose, the baseball career hits leader who died September 30th at the age of 83. They did a 14-hour visitation in honor of Rose's jersey number, and it was all coordinated by the Reds and Rose's daughters, Fawn and Kara, who exchanged hugs, stories, and even some tears with fans. And man, he was a special kind of player.
It pisses me off how now he's so great to the MLB.
Yeah,
he was
well,
so great before.
When you
that's when you die, you become popular. Whoa, you just went offline. Well, looks like it's me. I can cover sports. This will be easy. I'm going to tell him he went offline because he's probably still talking to himself. Let's guess what he put in these pictures. I have no problem doing this. So P. Rose, like I was saying, pisses me off that he was he was so great. But what I was trying to say before he went offline is, when you die, you become popular. It's a shitty way, in my opinion. All right, we got some people on a plane. I have no clue. I'm assuming what's the next picture is. Basketballs. Oh, okay. So breaking. Teams fight on board. They're going to fight on a plane based off the story from two college teams. I have no clue because I didn't put these stories together. He is typing now to see if something's going on. What did he say? Be right back. I'm covering sports. Damn, gotta give him a week off. There he is. No, well, he's there. Can't hear him still, but you can hear me. I'm trying to, if you can you hear me? Shake your head. No, you can't hear me. Just smile and wave. Hi. Oh, there's sound. I hear sound.
Got me?
Yeah, I was trying to guess what your pictures are about. I'm see. You got basketball players. Got a fight on a plane.
Drama in the skies as the Auburn Tigers men's basketball team reportedly got into an inter-squad scuffle about their flight before they took on number 4 Houston this weekend. The flight had to be redirected after the pilot recorded an altercation between, quote, a bunch of basketball players fighting in the aisleway. The squabble, by the way, between the teammates didn't seem to affect their on-court abilities over the weekend. They did take down the Cougars 74-69, but they had to turn the whole. That's like your parents. I'm turning this thing around.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, top 25 losses and a new AP top 25 college football poll this weekend. Man, 5 top 25 teams went down. 2 of them were in the top 5. So number 3 Georgia dropped by number 16 Ole Miss 28-10. Georgia Tech shocked number 4 Miami 28-23. Number 11 Alabama destroyed number 15 LSU 42-13. Kansas beat number 17 Iowa State 54-36, and Virginia took down number 18 Pittsburgh 24-19. So with these losses, we knew there'd be shakeups this week in the top 25 AP poll, and the update: 5 teams. Indiana at number 5, Penn State number 4, Texas number 3, Ohio State number 2, Oregon at number 1.
You didn't say we are.
We are. We are up a couple of places after that disastrous Ohio State game.
Yeah,
one of these years we're going to.
I'm trying to get into college football. It looks so fun. I'm so pissed off of the NFL Cowboys situation. I haven't watched a damn game since the first game. Second game.
Oh, what a game this weekend. It was fantastic. Anyway, former NFL head of officiating says refs would be down for replay. They say it's not easy being an NFL official, especially when your screw-ups are broadcast nationally on TV, scrutinized by pundits and fans afterwards. One such screw-up happened a week ago Thursday night when the Zebras missed 2 obvious penalties during a 2-point conversion attempt towards an epic showdown between the Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The former VP of officiating for the NFL, a guy named Dean Blandino, says punishments for refs who miss calls and how to improve officiating overall are topics the NFL's talking about right now. He says,
how can you punish a human being?
I don't know.
I mean, yes, you have a job to do. You're supposed to be good at it, but
first of all, do you know how much an NFL referee makes?
Oh, probably 6 figures.
Huge money. And so, hey, it's just like letting a tire go on a pit stop. There's a fine.
The average salary of a 2024 NFL referee is between $205 to $250 per year.
There you go. That's $250,000, my friend. That's
rookies referees earn $3,000 to $5,000 per game, or about $70,000 per season for the first 2 years.
There you go.
Wow.
Blandino says no one wants to get it right more than the officials, and if there's an opportunity to get it right, the refs would welcome it. Okay, so that would include the NFL making the decision to revamp the review process to include the ability to overturn incorrect calls or enforce obvious and egregious missed calls. Blandino says refs miss obvious calls will likely be downgraded, but it would also behoove the NFL to release a statement acknowledging that they messed it up. But
pretty much the only sport that's left, it's not even really a sport to me, but is golf.
Yeah.
They can't, you can't recall that.
As a Dallas Cowboys fan, I understand. It's just kind of the deal. That brings us to Pigskin Picks this week. And last week, going 12-2. Take it to the bank, TJ. Wins for the 6th time this season. That means that out of 10 weeks of NFL football, I've won 60% of the weeks. I think it was Peak the other night who said, "Oh, yeah, you won a couple of times." A couple of times? I'm on freaking fire. A couple of times. Peak has not won at all, by the way. Just would like to point that out. Sellers winning a couple times as well. But I won the week last week, 12-2. So we had for, week 11 now?
I think you're cheating.
I am not. How am I cheating?
I'm going to look right now. I can see the whole history.
You're not going to see any of my stuff changed.
I'm checking.
Yeah.
Let's go to...
By the way, this week...
Wow. Look at you right there. Boom. Cheated. I have no clue.
No.
I can see the whole history, but it's too much.
By the way, this week you did not pick... you, Baby Huey, did not pick a final score for the Monday night game. Didn't matter because you weren't anywhere even close. You went 6-8. Number 11 went 10-4.
Yep.
Number 11 and I were battling right through it up until Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. So we got it. So on to week 11. And here we go. Thursday Night Football coming up this week. Short week for my Philadelphia Eagles. Washington Commanders in Philadelphia. Commanders 7-3. 7-3. The Eagles are 7-2. The difference right now between these teams, Philly's on a 5-game win streak. I give the edge to Philly. Eagles 30, Commanders 20.
The rest of us gave the Commanders.
It's because you're losers. Sunday early games, Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears. Packers got a week off last week. Bears lost their 3rd straight game. They're clamoring for the head coach job in Chicago. They want the coach fired. That's not a good thing. I'm going to go Packers 24, Bears 14.
We all took the Packers.
Jacksonville Jags, Detroit Lions. Lions, biggest favorite of the week. And for good reason. They are rolling 7 straight wins. Jaguars are reeling 3 straight losses. And there's no reason to think this weekend that will change. Lions 31, Jags 17.
We all took the Lions.
Raiders versus the Miami Dolphins. The Raiders have the Denver Broncos, Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Bucks, and Atlanta Falcons coming up after the Dolphins game. That means their 5-game losing streak that they're on is going to last a hell of a lot longer. Dolphins 27, Raiders 16.
We all took the Dolphins.
Los Angeles Rams at the New England Patriots. I hate to say this. I'm starting to believe in rookie QB Drake May. I just don't believe in him enough to take the Patriots over the Rams. Rams 24, Patriots 20.
Y'all took the Rams. I took the Pats.
Cleveland Browns, New Orleans Saints. The Saints ended a 7-game skid in week 10. Derek Carr and company will start a win streak against Jameis Winston and the Browns. Saints 23, Browns 20.
You and Sellers took the Saints. The rest of us took the Browns.
Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game is one of those classic AFC North battles.
Yeah.
This is one of my underdog picks. I'm going with the Steelers in this game. I think the Ravens are playing incredible football, but I think the home team gets the edge here, and TJ Watt is going to be a key in this game. Pittsburgh Steelers 28, Ravens 27.
You and number 11 took the Steelers. The rest of us took the Ravens.
Minnesota Vikings at the Tennessee Titans. Sam Darnold has already had 10 passes intercepted this season. He has to avoid the dumb mistakes if the Vikings want to have a chance to catch the Lions in the NFC North. And the Titans are going to provide him a great chance to do that. Vikings will win this 21-10.
We all took Vikings.
Indianapolis Colts, New York Jets. There is nothing worse than being a football fan in New York right now. Wow. There's nothing worse than being a football fan in New York and Dallas right now. But this game was originally scheduled for Sunday Night Football. They flexed it back because nobody wants to see these two teams play in prime time.
Yeah.
Look, I think the Colts win this game on the road in an upset, if you can call it that. 23-17. They're both horrible.
Pete took the Jets. The rest of us took the Colts.
Late NFL, Atlanta Falcons, Denver Broncos. This is a pretty good matchup in Week 11. The Broncos were a blocked field goal away from beating the Kansas City Chiefs this past weekend. The Falcons missed 3 field goals in a loss to the Saints. Best kicking performance wins, I guess. We'll go Broncos 20, Falcons 17.
You and number 11 took Broncos. The rest of us took Falcons.
Seattle Seahawks, San Francisco 49ers. The NFC West is probably the most interesting division in the NFL right now. The Seahawks had a week to rest up for this game. 49ers get Christian McCaffrey back in Week 10. I think the Niners win this game 28-23 over the Seahawks.
I and Sellers took Seahawks. Rest took 49ers.
Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills.
This is going to be a big one.
Here's the deal. Kansas City brings a 9-0 record into Buffalo. They have won 15 straight dating back to last season. Some would say because of some colorful officiating. But the Bills have won 5 in a row and are a perfect 4-0 at Highmark Stadium. Josh Allen and Buffalo will win a thriller over Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs this week. Take it to the bank, TJ says so. Bills 27, Chiefs 24. Chiefs get their first loss of the season in Buffalo.
I and Sellers took Chiefs. Everybody else took the Bills.
Sunday Night Football. Bengals, Chargers. This game is a must-win for the 4-6 Bengals. It's not going to be easy. The Chargers have allowed an NFL low 118 points all season. Cincinnati's kind of desperate, however, and desperate teams can be dangerous. I'm going with the Bengals on this one. It's my upset pick of the week. Bengals 21, Chargers 17.
You and Sellers took Bengals. The rest of us took the Chargers.
And finally, Monday Night Football. Houston Texans at the Dallas Cowboys. Good thing it's at night, so, the sun isn't shining through the freaking $1.8 billion stadium that, anyway. Cowboys are a train wreck. You admit it. I'm not going to run it in. They've lost 4 in a row. They're 0-4 at home this season. I don't see that skid ending on Monday Night Football. Dak's out. Texans 27, Cowboys 15.
I took the Cowboys 21-14. Everybody else took Texas. It's my team.
That's your pigskin picks this week on the Alpha Men Podcast.
The Alpha Men Podcast salutes Hidden Heroes.
All right, it's time for a segment we like to call Hidden Heroes, where we kind of shine the light on everyday men who step up and do the right thing and make a difference when it counts the most. They're not celebrities, they're not millionaires, just regular guys who saw a moment, took action, became heroes in the process. Just kind of real men doing real good in the world, whether it's lending a helping hand, stepping in when someone's in need, or just being a stand-up guy. They remind us that doing the right thing is always the manliest thing. And tonight, we're going to tell you about Jonathan Pasquale. He is a 50-year-old nurse practitioner from California. He fulfilled his dream this week of competing in the Ironman World Championship in Hawaii, despite living with terminal cancer.
Oh, wow.
After qualifying as a legacy athlete, Pasquale faced physical challenges, shortness of breath, chronic pain. It made training and competing especially demanding. His achievement serves as both a personal victory and a tribute to other cancer patients. And he credits his support system for helping him reach the point. But pretty cool. The Ironman, which runs on Kailua Kona Island, includes a 2.4-mile swim, 112-mile bike ride, and yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool thing.
Sounds like my normal Saturday.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Our hidden hero this week, Jonathan Pasquale, an Ironman and a hidden hero.
Cheers.
On the Alpha Man Podcast.
Let's go!
Last call. It's closing time.
Oh, we can't get out of here without doing something weird and bizarre. And, well, closing time is normally about the most bizarre story we find all week. What if I told you you could get into a brand new house for just $60,000?
Okay.
But hang on, the next part is important. Louis Vuitton is now selling designer dog houses, $60,000. The whole thing is covered in tan and brown Louis Vuitton patterns. The ones they use on their purses. You know, John, right? If technically a kennel, it's technically kind of a kennel and an indoor doghouse, because if you left it outside, you would kind of ruin the cowhide leather trim and the monogram coated canvas, right? But it also comes with a gold-toned hardware and a removable door, a hidden hatch on the bottom for easy cleaning. So when your dog craps in the $60,000 box, your housekeeping staff can easily clean it up, right?
If I had a $60,000 doghouse, my dog wouldn't be in my doghouse.
But it's part of the fashion brand's new pet line, which also includes a $2,200 dog bowl,
My God.
a $2,300 pet flask to carry their water around in, and a $470 disposable poop bag holder.
I hate society.
Now, my dog is Luna. You're ahead of me. And she would never go for such pampering, but it got me thinking, if buying this stuff for your animal, if you're even considering it, and I'm talking to you, Dave Portnoy, and your dog, Miss Peaches, your dog may be a snob, right? Just signs that your dog is a snob. It only humps pillows with high thread count. After he shakes, he squirts Purell on his paw.
That's
Your dog knows how to sit, roll over, and summer in the Hamptons.
Summer in the Hamptons.
Signs that your dog may be a snob. He refers to his crate as his gated community.
Yeah.
And finally, he's always telling the Chihuahuas to go back where they came from.
Where'd they come from?
Mexico.
Oh, that's racist.
Yeah. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I find
In
it
any
funny.
case. That's closing time this week.
No.
Oh, was there?
Yeah. There's one more thing.
What's that? Okay.
Oh no, we're watching this whole thing.
Meow.
30 seconds. What the hell?
Meow, 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 meow.
What the hell? Why do you...
Now notice, they're all holding an iPad.
Yeah.
This is at the National Cat conference or some sort of like Comic-Con for cat lovers.
Yeah.
And they did a thing called Karaoke or Karaoke or something like that, where they sing karaoke, but they can only use cat sounds for words. And yet they're all holding tablets with the words to the song on them. Why?
I saw that in the file. I was like, oh, I guess it's going in now.
We've been trying to roll that clip for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
And we had issues with it. And I kept promising we were going to get it in there. So I'm glad you got it. And you know what? We're going to roll that one more time to take us out. We hope you had a good time this week. We'll be back
Or we're not.
next Wednesday.
Yes, next Wednesday.
No, that can't be right. We're still. Hold on.
No.
Let me look at.
Next week is Pack the Pantry.
It is. Yeah, next Wednesday. We're going to do the Alpha Men podcast live from Pack the Pantry, and we'll do it Wednesday night next week, 8 o'clock, November the 20th. And send an email to packthepantryvt@gmail.com. Get your collection kit. And thanks for joining us tonight. Have a great night. We'll see you.
Have a night, y'all.
And that's a wrap. We hope you've had as much fun as we've had here at the Alpha Men Podcast. Remember, our advice might not solve your problems, but it surely will make them funnier. Before we bid you adieu, a big old thanks to our loyal pack of Alpha viewers. You all are the real MVPs, keeping us company on a roller coaster of a podcast ride. And thanks
Ohana Sports Cards on Facebook.
and Garage Door Commander. Join us live Tuesday nights at 8. Visit alphamenpodcast.com and the Alpha Men store. Until next time, keep your feet in the gas. It's a checkers or wreckers world.
Put up or shut up.